Alright guys, I know it's been a minute since I made a video, and I do apologize for that. I plan on making these monthly, and I'll show you why it's very important that I make these monthly going forward. We have the latest Northwest Multiple Listing Service numbers out. They came out a little over a week ago for November, and they like to kind of gloss over it here. And the reason that it's important that I make these now monthly is they no longer allow you to go back and look back in time at all on them. You used to be able to look back a year, then it was 3 months. And so I wrote down the last couple months' data. You'll see it's not in my charts though, because I wrote it down elsewhere. But what we're going to do here is we're going to reflect back to some things I was saying in August and September that the statistical analysis was predicting 50, 60%, 70% drop off in activity, which will then be followed by price declines. And, I'm not someone who likes to cheer bad news, but I have to cheer when I am spot on. So this is a website. Everybody can go to this website and see the latest market summary. And so what they have to say here, I'll open it up bigger. They're just kind of talking, about it's slowing down. They're calling it seasonal, but it's way more dramatic than that. And here's some of the big news. Year-over-year price increases now are only in the $10,000 range, slightly more than 1%. I also said that I thought there was a chance by the end of 2022 for sure. This is 100% guarantee. You can take it to the bank. Spring of 2023, year-over-year prices throughout most of the metros in the country, especially out here on the West Coast, are going to be 10, 15%, maybe 20% down. And that's going to be a big shocker when that news gets reported. You can see it coming, but until it's reported, then the average Joe, reacts to it. So I won't go into all this. You can read it on your own. Don't want to make a super long video for you here. What I want to get down to is the important stuff. Is check this out. At the month end, there were 12,200 total active listings, a whopping increase of 165% compared to a year ago of 4,621. And we're starting to approach inventory levels equal to 2019. If you guys remember, I said that was going to be one of the big signals. We were going to cross the 2-month supply mark, which just seemed unbelievable to be predicting when we were at a 1 to 2 week inventory mark. So we'll come down here to these numbers that I really like to assess and analyze. They wrote a lot more in this one. I think they're trying to calm everyone's nerves. But here's some of the crazy numbers you really got to check out. So look at same month year ago inventory, a third of a month, a quarter of a month. That's 1 week, and just under half a month, so 2 weeks. Now, the big three, King, Snohomish, and Pierce, are at 2, almost at 2 or over. And we have some down here in the 3s and even 8-month supply, 4-month supply. Okay, guys, this is where the numbers get crazy. This is the median closed price in King County, the Seattle, Bellevue area, $750,000. Snohomish, which is north of Seattle, $677,000, and we have Pierce County, which at $517,000. Okay, check this out. This is unbelievable, and it should be just all over the place, but they do not want to completely freak people out. I don't have to open that up all the way. What I have here is this is the median price for those 3 counties for the last 3 years. And like I said, they don't let me go back now and get the numbers. I have to get them every month that they come out, and they get replaced. I used to be able to go back and get them. But so check this out. This is crazy. So I do not have September and October right now. I will get those and have those in for a future video. King County, the most expensive county up here in the Pacific Northwest. The median house price is $750K. And if you look down this chart here, it was at $880 in April and May. And interest rates were at 6% then. So I know they went down, we're back in the low sixes. So we've been here on these rates. So they can't really blame this on rates anymore. When we had rates high like this. And if you look at this, 750 goes all the way back to April of 2021. So actually, if we come in at like 720, 730 or something this next spring, that is going to be 2 years, because this is 2021, with all price increases wiped out. And that means everyone, not everyone, but the majority of people, because you buy at the market price, will be underwater. 2 years of buyers underwater. Just insane. And then we have Snohomish County, which is the one that went just crazy off the chart. And I was telling everyone that this was completely unsustainable. It was starting to approach King County on its pricing here when it hit this 800 to 880. So it's at 677, which it goes back to about June of last year. So like I said, we are going to for sure come this next April have some severe year-over-year price declines. Snohomish now, they are all up from January of 2021 still quite significantly. I am going to make a bold bet that if the Fed does not pivot and lower rates dramatically in the next 6 months, which I think the likelihood of that is under 10%. Everything's always possible. I say that there is a chance that we get back to, boy, it's a long ways. It seems crazy. Snohomish maybe not, because Snohomish really was low at this point. You can see it. It was the one that took off the most here in this time frame. But I definitely think there is a chance that we get back to maybe these February prices, under 700 in King County, under 600 in Snohomish, and in the mid fours in Pierce. And so I just wanted to share that, how dramatic that is, from 880 to 750, from 800 to 677, and Pierce hit a high of 575 and now is at 517. So wanted to show you that. And then the other thing I wanted to show you is the closed transactions. And I told you that this was something that was very easy for anyone to do on their own. And this is important research. You can always do basic statistics on your own. And I was telling you, if you go back, the way I knew the housing market was going to crash in 07 and 08 was because the signal started being sent in 06. And the signal was, so this is the same month, different year, was starting to be every month. Sales were less than the previous year. You can see that. 7,100 compared to 8,200. 6,200 compared to 7,500. 5,200 compared to 6,100. You could see it. So, and it doesn't do that normally, where every single month. Well, then we came into 07 and we had it happening again. 6,900 below 7,600, 6,800 below 8,000. Seems minor at the time, and a lot of people don't notice it because house prices are going up. So activity is going down 10%, 15%. But since sales prices are up 10%, it's kind of hidden in the numbers. This is when it really started cratering here. Started being 2,000 units less than the previous year. And we even broke the 3,000 unit mark, which was had not been heard of for a long, long time. As you can see, normally 4,000 or 5,000 in the winter. Okay, then 2008, it just fell off a cliff, right? Sales were way down, 50% of what they've been. Okay, so what we had going on, guys, it started right in here. Summer of 2021 started being under. Every month is under the one above it. Do you see that? 7,800 compared to 8,600, 7,400 compared to 7,900, 39 to 48. I was like, okay, this is an ominous sign. I was calling it right here. Then we came into 2022 and we were repeating it again. Every month is down. Now we have to ignore this little part here in 2020 when we weren't allowed to do things. But you can see it's even down compared to 2019, 2018. This was the big shocker right here. Look at this, only 6,000 units in 2020 in January, February, March, April, May, June. Look at that. Normally it's in the 8,000s, 9,000. That was a big signal right there. And then it proceeded to decline precipitously. And look at this month here. In October, we were 3,000 below the previous October. And here we came in, guys, November, 3,500. We haven't seen numbers here since 2010. So look at that. The previous 2 years in November was 6,000 units. Are we going to break 3,000? Are we going to break it here in January maybe? I think we are. I think the number of units, this is a bold call because it's only broken 3,000 a few times in the past. This is when there was supposedly 1 million less people living here. 1 million more people live here now. Only time will tell, but you can see we had 9,000 units right here in 2020. Now we're down to 3,500. So that's what I wanted to share with you guys. Good luck out there. Make smart decisions, make smart money choices. Go over to this website and check out the numbers. Maybe your state has one too that shares this data, where you can see the different. This is all by county, so it's kind of neat. Even some of the small counties, it shows they had 74 transactions, the average price, median price, 307,000. So it kind of lets you know what's going on. And but anyway, be smart, be safe, and have happy holidays.